Forget it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Jeffin around. As you might be able to tell here, and as you saw me at the very beginning there throwing my piece of paper, it's March Madness. It is bracket time. Brackets. I don't know about you. This time of year has always been one of my favorite, absolute favorite times of year. March Madness tournament, for those of you who don't know, is about to kick off this week. Everybody's got their brackets at work to fill out, for your friend groups. For those of you who don't know, and we're hosting our own bracket challenge here at the Lane as well. So let me talk about brackets first. What we have starting this week is the NCAA basketball tournament, both men and women, to determine the national championship for college basketball. And why it's such a big deal, why this March Madness thing is blown up, is because the fun thing to do is to take your own bracket and try and predict who's going to win. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes people put a little bit of money on it at their little work group pools. I had some fun facts I wanted to share with you just to start off. The history of the bracket, like where did this all start? It all started back in just brackets in general. 1851, Howard Stratton was a chess pro. And all these chess players wanted to determine who is the best of us. How better way to do it than a head-to-head competition? So they created a tournament, a single elimination. So, two people face off, the loser's out, the winner moves on. It didn't have this bracket structure that we see now, but this all comes from the bracket that you use like in punctuation and the way it looks. So it kind of looks, it's got the two prongs with the thing in the middle. So that's how it all started. Back in 1851, they wanted to see who the best chess player was. And so here we are. It all started there. For basketball itself, back in 1939 is when the first, it wasn't NCAA, it was the National Association of Basketball Coaches created a tournament. It was only 8 teams. The creator actually was the coach at Ohio State at the time. Oregon ended up winning, not Ohio State, so whatever. But that's kind of where it all started. The tournament has grown since then. It was 8 teams, and it was 16, and it was randomly 29, 32, 64. Now we're at 68 teams in this big single elimination tournament. What I love the most about it is just the unpredictability. So the way it's structured, you've got 4 regions that the teams are separated into. Within each region, you've got 16 teams. They are seeded, so that's like a ranking system. So 1 through 16, 1 being supposed to be the best team, 16 being the worst. In each region, they play. They play and they eliminate each other one by one. The term March Madness has kind of taken over. It's gone crazy. I mean, we're even using it at the library now, right? That term was first coined in 1982. One of the commentators at the game just happened to say March Madness, and it has stuck ever since. They even put it right on the center court of the basketball court now. Crazy how much that has really taken off. Millions of brackets are now filled out each year. It all started. There was a small bar back in late 70s. There's a bar in Staten Island that started doing the bracket challenge, where they actually had the people who came into the bar fill out a bracket. Then they would keep track. You get points for each game you get right, yada yada. By 2006, 150,000 people were submitting brackets just at this one small sports bar in Staten Island. Obviously, it's grown up. It's blown up since then. ESPN, Yahoo, every major sports and news outlet has their own challenge. The library, we have our own bracket challenge. Like I said, millions of brackets are submitted each year. And the crazy part is there's never been a verified perfect bracket where somebody's gotten every single game right. Just to tell you the odds real quick, I had to look this up. The odds of picking a perfect bracket, getting every single game right, 1 in 9.2 quintillion. That's 1 billion billions is a quintillion. And we're talking about 9.2 quintillion. Just crazy, absolute craziness. So what I'm doing here. So here at the Hamilton branch, and actually, so system-wide, we have our March Madness Bracket Challenge. This is for all ages, so teens, kids, adults, everybody can submit. You can find the link. You should be able to find it on our website. Also, if you come into any of the branches, we have our posters here. There's a small QR code. I'll even, I'll get a close-up of this, like at the end of the video, if you just pause it and use your camera on your phone to scan the QR code. That's how you'll submit your bracket. You'll email it to us, and we'll keep track of everything for you. There is a cash prize at the end. Just saying, doesn't hurt to try. I will say this: every year that I've done it here, and I watch the most basketball easily, and I've never won it. It's always somebody who claims they don't know what they're doing, and then all of a sudden they've got this great bracket, and it drives me nuts every year. Some of the different strategies I've heard, just in case you're new to this. Sometimes people will pick the teams based on their color, on their mascots, who would win in a fight, a wildcat or a wolverine. There's no, and like I said, there's no perfect way to do it because it's never been done. So just try it, submit your bracket, and see what happens. So here at the Hamilton branch specifically, I've got my own teenage challenge. So we'll do our own brackets here, our own special prize here. And what I've also got this year, because it is a library, is our March Book Madness. So I have a bracket here of various teen titles, and what we'll do is we'll vote on which book we prefer. You'll fill out a bracket, and that's how you'll vote. We'll see which book comes out on top. So we've got our book March Madness, our March Madness bracket, all going on at the same time. Just a lot of fun. If you don't know how to do it, there's all kinds of videos. Like I said, every major news outlet, every sport, if you go on ESPN.com, that's all you're going to see. Or come to the library and talk to me. I would love to talk about it clearly. I'm making a whole video about it. So that's what we've got going on. March Madness. Brackets just came out yesterday. I've already thrown 3 or 4 of them away at this point because I drive myself absolutely insane doing this every year. Here at the Hamilton branch, like I said, we've got our March Book Madness challenge as well as our bracket challenge. And I also wanted to highlight just a few of the other programs I had coming up. So here in the month of April, so this will be next month, we are going to do our Glass Mosaic program. It's the next teen program. Also in April is our teen writing contest. I'll have another video about that soon, just to get the word out. That's another great opportunity to practice your writing skills, to show off, and hey, win some money. What's better than winning money, right? So yeah, like I said, March Madness, full swing. I'm going to finish filling out my bracket now, and I hope to see all of you submitting your brackets as soon as possible. If you want any advice, I'll always, every year, this is why I don't always win, is because there's one school, my alma mater, Kentucky. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. Pick them. When in doubt, pick them, because Jeff told you to. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Thanks, guys.